56 चटकारे हैं यार,
लिप्स मैकिंग है, डिलीशियस है,
एक से बढ़कर एक है यार,
हर पल हर दिन नया नया ये स्वाद का सफर, धारा जायके
का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर। अदल बदल कर ले लो जायका, नई रेसिपी नया तरीका,
बन जाएगी नई कहानी दिलकश हमसफर,
धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर।
Namaskar. Welcome to Dhara Zaike Ka Safar. Today we're taking you to the heart of Rajputana, to the city of Golden Lakes, Udaipur. Founded in the 16th century by Maharana Uday Singh as the capital of Mewar, Udaipur is a must for any traveller to visit. The places of interest include the Lake Palace Hotel, the Shiv Prakash and the Fateh Prakash.
उदयपुर। सपनों के इस शहर को देखकर बचपन की वो कहानियां आज फिर याद आ जाती हैं जिनमें अक्सर हम बातें करते थे परियों की। परियों का देश उदयपुर और परियों का महल लेक पैलेस, सोने पर सुहागा। लेक पैलेस की सुंदरता को चार चांद लगाती हैं इसकी सफेद चादर और झील का वो अपार संसार जो सपनों के इस महल को समाये हुए है अपनी गोदी में। Isn't it a beautiful and unique piece of architecture? A dream palace in a dream world. राजस्थान के लोग आतिथ्य स्वागत के लिए मशहूर हैं। पधारो मारो देश की ध्वनि हर तरफ गूंजती नजर आती है और स्वागत के तरीकों के तो क्या कहने। जैसे जैसे नाव लेक पैलेस को छूने के लिए आगे बढ़ती जाती है, ये स्वर और तेज होते जाते हैं।
The Lake Palace Hotel used to be the summer palace of the erstwhile rulers. The hotel has been host to a number of foreign dignitaries, including Queen Elizabeth of England, the Queen of Netherlands, and the Shah of Iran. The hotel offers you a choice of restaurants such as Amrit Sagar, Neel Kamal, or Jharokha, the 24-hour coffee shop. Jharokha used to be the dining hall of the erstwhile rulers. It offers you a breathtaking view of Lake Pichola on one side and the Lily Pond on the other.
The Lake Palace Bar is generally a relaxing place for guests who enjoy the beauty of the Lake Pichola with a cool sip of a cocktail. लेक पिचोला और लिली पॉन्ड के बीच में बना ये झरोखा लेक पैलेस का 24-hour कॉफी शॉप है। इसको बनाने वाले ने बड़ा ही सोच समझकर इसका नाम रखा होगा। Just like the Rajasthani Jharokhas, you can see the scenic beauty of Udaipur from the Lake Palace Jharokha without being seen. It is the Lake Palace's unique style of giving you a glimpse of the colorful styles of nature.
It is the most popular hotel in the entire northern region, and more so over because it's one of the uniquest properties in the entire country.
Are there any other hotels similar to the Lake Palace Hotel anywhere else in the world?
None I have heard of. To begin with, we have 8 original suites which were there since 1963, and those were the original suites which the palace started with in the year 1746. Next year we complete about 250 years of existence in the lake. These 8 historical suites have got different glasswork on their ceilings and the walls, and the originality of the suites has been retained to date.
Have you made any alterations in the architecture of the hotel, of the palace, when you converted it into a hotel?
There were new wings added because when we took it over, the potential was not 85 rooms, which is as of now, and the interiors have been done so tastefully that you cannot make out which is the new wing of our palace.
Tell us another thing, has this hotel ever been in use for any kind of films or video films or anything like that, because it's such a beautiful and well-located property?
Lake Palace is very well known as the Octopussy Hotel since the movie was shot in Udaipur and at Lake Palace.
And for a buffet lunch in Udaipur, Lake Palace offers you another delight, the Neel Kamal restaurant.
And now we have a special recipe for you.
गट्टा करी बनाने के लिए आपको चाहिए 200 ग्राम्स बेसन। अब इसमें बारीक कटे हुए प्याज डालिए और साथ में डालिए लाल मिर्च पाउडर। Now add a spoonful of saunf and coriander seeds. Now add fresh coriander leaves and a spoonful of garam masala powder. Now add 1 spoonful of salt. अब आप इसका डो बनाएंगे, जिसके लिए आप बेसन में मिलाएंगे थोड़ा सा दही और 3 चम्मच ऑयल। अब इसको अच्छी तरह मिला लें। बेसन के गट्टे तैयार हैं। देरी है तो इन्हें बॉईल करने की। गट्टा को बॉईल करने के लिए पानी गर्म कर लें और इसमें गट्टे को डाल लें। जब गट्टा पक जाए तो पानी को ड्रेन कर लें और गट्टे को एक थाली में निकाल लें। अब इस गट्टे को छोटे छोटे पीसेस में काट लें। फिर गरम तेल में तब तक फ्राई करें जब तक ये लाल रंग का न हो जाए। गर्मा गर्म गट्टे तैयार हैं। अब आपको बनानी है ग्रेवी। ग्रेवी बनाने के लिए आपको चाहिए गरम ऑयल। अब इसमें डालिए थोड़ा सा हींग और थोड़ा जीरा। अब इसमें मिलाइए बारीक कटे प्याज। नाउ कीप स्टरिंग इट टिल द अनियंस टर्न गोल्डन ब्राउन। Add finely chopped tomatoes and keep stirring. Add curd. अब इसमें डालें 1 चम्मच लाल मिर्च पाउडर और थोड़ा सा धनिया. Add salt according to your taste and stir it well. Put a pinch of हल्दी पाउडर. अब आप इसमें थोड़ी सी कसूरी मेथी, गरम मसाला और बारीक कटा धनिया पत्ता डालें और अच्छी तरह मिला लें. Now the gravy is ready. You can add the fried gattas and allow it to boil. Garnish it with coriander leaves and sliced tomatoes. Gatta curry is ready for you.
One of the more popular restaurants of the Lake Palace Hotel is the Neel Kamal restaurant overlooking the Lily Pond. For a nice quiet evening, relax with some light music in the background and enjoy some authentic Rajasthani cuisine such as achari bangan, mutton sweta, aloo tilka. Something interesting that I've learned here is, just as iron cuts iron, hot cuts hot. That is, hot spices are used to beat the heat of the atmosphere outside.
लेक पैलेस का नील कमल रेस्टोरेंट राजस्थान के उन 5 स्टार रेस्टोरेंट में है जो डिशेस के मामले में ऑर्थोडॉक्स नहीं हैं. द नील कमल रेस्टोरेंट हैज अ यूनिक बुफे मेन्यू टू सूट द टेस्ट्स ऑफ ऑल इट्स गेस्ट्स, ranging from continental, Indian, tandoori to Chinese, and the not to miss Rajasthani specialities. A lunch at Neel Kamal restaurant is an experience in itself. जायके के सफर के स्वाद को और जायकेदार बनाता है उदयपुर का यह नील कमल रेस्टोरेंट.
Well, starting on with, first of all, I'd like to recommend the Machi Jaisamandi we have. It's the fish which we get from Jaisamandi. It's a lake which is the 2nd largest lake in Asia. We get the fish from there. That's a freshwater fish, so the taste is much better as compared to that of the sea fish you might find. That is the fish fillet. That's a boneless fish. We stuff it with the green chutney. That is the mint sauce which is made. And then it is stir-fried and shallow-fried. With that, we serve the sauce which is made out of chash, we call it. That is the buttermilk you might be knowing. The chash thickens with the mint chutney. It's garnished along with some ginger juliens. You'll find the taste exotic. It's very different from the taste of the other fishes you might have had.
Speaking about Udaipur and the lack of vegetables, how has the Rajasthani cuisine adapted to this fact?
Well, you might wonder that the Rajasthani people, they've adapted themselves according to not the availability of vegetables very finely. These people, you might not imagine that they start on with one vegetable and they end with the dessert or the same particular thing. I'll give you an example like makki, that is the maize, is very popular over here. They have the corn to start with as the soup. That's the makki ki raab, that's the soup they take. And then they have the mutton sweta, which you've been earlier talking about. That's the speciality, which is the mutton pounded with the corn. And they have the roti, that is makki ka roti, along with that mutton. And they end up with jhajaria, which is made out of makki again. That's a dessert, sweet. So it's like all the way around, it's like from the top to the bottom, it's makki. They don't need other things, you know, like they don't need English vegetables.
Why is Rajasthani food so spicy?
Because you see, hot cuts hot, iron cuts iron. They have hot food with hot weather. So that cuts onto the heat. So that saves them from the extra heat which is there in the atmosphere. You know, it's like iron cuts the iron, so the hot cuts the hot.
Palace on Wheels was basically advertised by RTDC. They had advertised in the newspaper saying that we're looking for a designer who can design the Palace on Wheels. And this was an all India level competition wherein a lot of people had applied to RTDC, sending in their company profiles, etc. And on basis of that, RTDC had shortlisted a few. Those few, in fact there were 8 of us from all over India. We were asked to give a detailed presentation of what we think the Palace on Wheels should look like. This presentation was given to a very high level steering committee, and on basis of the presentation that we gave, the committee decided who the project should be awarded to, and that's how I was chosen and the project was awarded to me.
What were the challenges you faced in designing the Palace on Wheels? Because it's very different to, say, designing a room or a house, something like that.
Definitely, because Rajasthan is very rich in its culture, its heritage, and as a tourism industry, I think Rajasthan has really got its act together. And I had to pull my act together because I was told that there are going to be 14 states which are going to be connected to this. We have actually, let me get you the right configuration of what the train is all about. We have 14 state saloons. Each state saloon has 4 bedrooms with attached bathrooms. We've tried our level best to give you the room, to make the room as close as possible to a 5-star hotel room. And along with that, we have 2 dining areas, namely the Maharani and the Maharaja, and then the public area, the lounge, that can also be used as a reading room and a bar. So where 14 state saloons were concerned, I had to do my bit of research, my bit of study, so as to what each saloon was all about. I mean, each state is all about. Namely, for example, I'll give you an example, Udaipur. Udaipur is a city of lakes. So I had to build around the colors of Udaipur were essentially blue. Udaipur is very famous for patra work. Essentially, patra work was highlighted in the state lounge. Likewise, we have Jaipur, Jaipur being the state capital of Rajasthan. You know, we try to highlight all the festivals of Rajasthan, namely Tej, Gangor, Holi, Diwali, Ganesh Chaturthi, Women's Doli, Camel Festival. In a various medium, where mediums are concerned, again we had to do an extensive research on what medium is best suitable for that particular state. So I would say a lot of in-depth study, yes, and a lot of research has gone into making of Palace on Wheels.
Tell us something about the public areas that you have mentioned about.
All that was told to me was that there are going to be 2 public areas, and they were looking at total capacity in each public area for 30 people to dine. And the names of the 2 public areas was definitely given to me. One was the Maharani and the other one was the Maharaja. RTDC left it entirely on to me how I'd like to design both these public areas, and the 3rd public area being the bar, as I mentioned earlier. Now Maharanis essentially in Rajasthan live behind the Jharoka, you know, or essentially related, they don't, in Rajasthan being slightly conservative, the ladies were not supposed to be exposed to the general public. So whatever functions, whatever processions, they were all viewed behind the Jharoka. What we've done in the Maharani dining is the blinds, the curtain coverings. We've incorporated the Jharoka as the main feature in the Maharani, and highlighting all the jewelry of the royal jewelry of Rajasthan, which was worn by the royalty and still is available for people to see at some of the museums.
During your work for the Palace on Wheels, you must have traveled extensively in Rajasthan and tried a lot of the cuisine. How do you relate to Rajasthani cuisine?
As regards the cuisine of Rajasthan, whatever little I've had in Rajasthan, that's in Jodhpur, Jaipur and Kota, I think they have a fantastic cuisine. They have a lot to offer, especially I would say the palaces of Rajasthan, because most of the palaces of Rajasthan, for example, Umaid Bhavan at Jodhpur is a Welcome Group property, Rambagh at Jaipur is a Taj Group property, you know, which are all excellent 5-star hotels with the best service, and they give you the best, I think the best cuisine one can offer. Where Rajasthan food is concerned, I'm no authority on the cuisine, but I have tried dal bati churma, I have tried khevar, you know, those are the few that I have tried, and I think, I think they're quite delicious.
to the Fateh Prakash Hotel is the Gallery Restaurant. It offers a panoramic view of Lake Pichola. The Fortigo restaurant has a nice and rich variety of continental fare along with some wines.
The Gallery Restaurant in Udaipur is a new addition to the Fateh Prakash Palace, situated in an unrivaled location overlooking Lake Pichola. With a live Indian classical music playing in the background, the 40-cover restaurant offers an exclusive continental menu and has a wide choice of wines. But Gallery Restaurant is better known for the English tea it serves. After a day of sightseeing in Udaipur, a cup of tea in the Gallery Restaurant is always a welcome drink.
What was the basic concept behind converting the Gallery Restaurant to a continental fare?
Because all over Rajasthan, all the restaurants and all the hotels, they take pride in only the Indian cuisines. But this we have kept as an exclusive continental restaurant where foreigners can come in and have afternoon teas and enjoy authentic continental meal.
Was there any particular reason for the afternoon tea being a part of this restaurant's fare?
It has been taken up very nicely by the foreigners because the view of this place at dusk is magnificent, and that is what I think people prefer, sitting here and sipping tea and just looking at the lake.
छप्पन चटकारे है यार,
लिप स्मैकिंग है, डिलीशियस है,
एक से बढ़कर एक है यार,
हर पल हर दिन नया नया ये स्वाद का सफर, धारा जायके
का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर। अदल बदल कर ले लो जायका, नई रेसिपी नया तरीका,
बन जाएगी नई कहानी दिलकश हमसफर,
धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर, धारा जायके का सफर।